What's up? Just about to get started here. We have a booster box. Like I've said in the other booster box opening videos, this box is a little bit on the small side compared to like a Magic the Gathering booster box. This set is a little different than the last three sets. Super sealed, yeah. Let's break that seal. So, dinging the camera. I'm so eager. Too eager. So, this set is a little bit different than the previous sets because the previous sets only had 36 rares, or 30 rares out of 36 packs. So each of those boxes in the last three booster box openings, they each yielded a full set of cards. There was about 8 or 9 of each common, like 3 of each uncommon, and at least 1 of each rare. Now, this booster box is not going to be that way. In tradition with all of these booster box openings, I'm probably going to mess with the lighting a little bit because I in my zeal to start the stream, I did not mess with the lighting. These guys have like a little crimp to them. I wonder if that's just from sitting in this box for 15 years. But let me actually, we might not need to really hold on. We're getting a little bit of glare on the card, so I'm going to tweak some stuff. Okay. All right. Yeah, right? You can like hear the crackle. Whew. Man, I kind of love cracking packs. So let's see who's on the Chamber of Secrets cards. Is there any other characters on here? It looks like new defense against the Dark Arts teacher. The potted plant that made them less petrified, if memory serves. Man, it's been a long time since I've like dived into Harry Potter stuff. The green screen is, oh my god, I didn't even realize the green screen was on. It's making it real interesting because it's covering up half of the side of my thing. Here, we can fix that. I didn't mean to turn it on. There you go. Yeah, because it's just hanging up in the back. Yeah. It's just hanging up in the background. Opening presents. Yeah, so, man, I really wanted to like do more coloring stuff before Christmas. I wanted to start working on that Schoonover stuff that we did, but it's almost Christmas, man. We gotta crack some packs. So let's jump into it. We gotta open some stuff, and also I kind of want to get this stuff out of the way by Christmas so that we can cruise on into the new year, doing some color stuff and maybe doing some more video games. Ooh. You can almost smell the cardboard at home. These cards, they feel a little different than the other ones. Same kind of layout. These are all the commons. And then we got 2 lessons. And we got self-shuffling cards, which it would be either every Magic player's nightmare or the best thing that would ever happen to them. Let me make sure that the camera is nice and focused. There we go. All right. Yeah, self-shuffling cards, which would either be fantastic or the nightmare of every Magic player, because every Magic player just wants to sit there and flick cards. Caught by Snape, one of the adventures. And then the rare is Dobby's Help. Your opponent draws 10 cards. Now, in Magic, this would be a terrible card. Because you lose to card draw. But in this game, not so much, because you just ding them for 10. The optimal opening strategy, I don't know, man. Like, I'll tell you what the optimal opening strategy is. Taking a break after 2 booster boxes, because I got to the end. I can't even open this pack. Wizards, help. Wizards of the... Oh, there we go. All right. Never mind, Wizards. I got to the end of the 2 other booster boxes, and my hands were like dried out. Here we are. Here are the commons. 2 lessons. Care of Magical Creatures. Charms. The Manticore is our uncommon. Dragon Dung Compost. Now I'm hoping... See, now, this is what I'm hoping for. So we got 2 rares in this pack. And in the last couple of boxes, we got something like 10 extra rares in the foiling. So we actually got like 46 rares. So I'm hoping to get close to... You like cutting the top and using them as pouches? That seems crazy to me. Also, look at this dude's crazy eyes. Speaking of crazy. He's got crazy eyes. Choose one of your opponent's creatures or characters in play and put it at the bottom of the deck. This seems real good. Solid removal. And then Slytherin Common Room is the other rare. So I'm hoping we'll get close to a full set out of this box. But, I mean, we'll see what happens. This one's going to be real RNG. Commons. 2 of our lessons. Rabbit Slippers. Choose 2 creatures and play and discard them. So, like, okay. So we just had Petrified, which puts a creature or character at the bottom. So I guess this hits characters in addition to creatures. But, and then for 1 more, you can just take 2 creatures and discard them. But, like, did they do any lesson art variation? What do you mean? Like different kinds of lands kind of that like Magic has? No. All of the lessons look the same except for one detail, the little set symbol in the bottom here. Other than that, the lessons are entirely the same. And then maybe the card number down here. I don't know if the number changes, but the art never changes. They all stay the same. Prickly Porcupine. So, yeah, Rabbit Slippers is an uncommon for 1 more that hits 2 creatures, and then Petrified hits a creature or a character and is a rare. So, like, characters have to be a high priority for this game. Moaning Myrtle's Bathroom is the rare. I'm going to try and move over a little bit. Let's try to center it here. Let's crack the next one. Why'd they add a set icon? I don't know. It's weird. It's like, you know, Magic doesn't have... Does Magic have set icons on lands? I can't remember now. I remember, like, there was a big to-do about, you know, getting the mountain with the set icon for... God, what is that old set? The Saber set. Arabian Nights. American Nights. Can you imagine that Magic set? They do set symbols and they have different art, yeah. Twirl is our uncommon. Venomous Tentacula. Tentacula. Oh god. Oh, we're moving on. We're never pronouncing that card ever again. Escaping the Dursleys is our rare. Yeah, it's weird how, like, So I like lived and breathed Magic for a long time, and then in the last year I've kind of like slowed down and haven't really bought any more cards or anything after like living it for like 5 or 6 years. Gosh, longer than that. Windy Day Match, Locked In, Body Blow. No characters yet, unfortunately. And it's funny, like, the little details that start to escape your mind as the years go on. I'm like, set symbols on every card? On starter cards only? Starter cards. Now I'm really dating myself. Just because it's like stuff that, I don't know, I never really paid attention to. You know, you pick your lands or whatever you have on hand, and that's about it. Secondhand Robe Shop is our uncommon. Blocked is another uncommon. And you can tell, by the way, Whomping Willow. Whew, this guy is tough. Tough to beat. 12 health is a lot in this game. To play this card, return 3 of your Care of Magical Creatures lessons from play to your hand before each of your turns. If your opponent has any items in play, choose one of them and discard it. It eats items in addition to dealing 8 a turn. That's nuts. That's going in the cube. Right in the cube. But yeah, it's funny, like, the little details that are starting to, like, escape me from Magic that I'm just like, do I need this information? Yeah, you gotta womp it up for sure. What's up, Boix? There's a bunch of commons, some lands. We got Umbrella Flowers. Once per turn, you may let Umbrella Flowers take 1 damage that you were going to take. So this is like a mini fog, I guess. Like, I don't know, not even a fog. This seems like a terrible card. But I also don't really understand what's terrible and what's not in this game. Wattlebird, which is the password. Sure, Wattlebird. When you play this card, play it face down and tell your opponent to guess Pureblood, Sherbet Lemon, or Wattlebird. What? If he or she guesses Wattlebird, nothing happens. Otherwise, do 8 damage. This card is awesome. Why aren't more cards like this in Magic the Gathering? I mean, it's playing with RNG. Oh, we got that foil. We got that hollow Molly Weasley that you cannot see any of the art for. And I can only kind of see the text. I gotta like really tilt it. Maybe turn on the other light. I don't even know if I want to. Molly Weasley is our first character. Right? Oh god. Oh god, why would you want this card? This is the ultra rare Magi. It goes rare, premium rare, which was our here's all our rares that we've opened. Petrified is a premium rare. That's all foiled. And then Molly Weasley hollow rare is super rare. I can't even read what she does. We're just gonna move on. Dumbledore's Office is the other rare. This is a comprehensive full it's a piece of tinfoil with text. Yeah. This is a full comprehensive professional stream where I just move on from cards that I don't care about. Or can't even pronounce or read. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. Sherbet Lemon. This is another password card. These password cards are really neat. So this also does 8 damage. Earmuffs is our other uncommon. Fox is the Phoenix, Dumbledore's Phoenix. Each turn you may prevent 4 damage done to you. If Fox is discarded from play, put it in your hand. This seems really good. This seems like you could really like lock down a game. But it costs 12, so you know. You're only going to get it on like turn 3. So cuz this game is ridiculous. All right. Ransacked, overdue homework. Bunch of other uncommons. Hawkshead Formation. Through the Flu. This feels thick. I think we got another card here. So real quick, I'll go over how you can tell. Next to the set symbol, there's also a little dot. The dots are common. And then here we have a little diamond down here. Right down here. That's uncommon. Forgotten password. During your opponent's turn, he or she can't use actions to play lesson cards. Seems really, really specific and terrible. I don't know why you would want that card. Dragon Poison is our hollow for this pack. And Serpent Sorta. Shoot snakes at a person. This is a game for children. It's nightmare fuel. I don't know why you'd ever want to shoot snakes at a person. Don't seem right. The same commons that we've been opening this whole time. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these commons. I think I'm gonna like send them to my brother's kids because they're into Harry Potter and they've only read the first 2 books. And actually, these cards actually only cover the first 2 books. Counter Curse was the first one there. Lockhart's Hair Care Potions. Rogue Bludger. Before each of your turns, your opponent takes 3 damage. Solid. Yeah, my brother's kids are into Harry Potter, but they're very young and they've only read the first couple books. So, and this only covers the first. Chamber of Secrets was the first. It was the last expansion of the set, and it was the first expansion to move out of the first book, which is why it's a large set. It and the base set are large sets, and the other 3 sets. What were they? Adventures at Hogwarts, Quidditch Cup, and a 3rd set. This is well researched, good streams. Don't worry about it. Angel's Trumpet Draft. Another Venomous here that we're not going to pronounce. Arthur Weasley. We got Molly, we got Arthur. Here we go. It's happening. We're getting the whole clan of Weasleys. Yeah, so those 3 sets that we've cracked boxes for are small sets. This and the base set are the large sets. Invisible Ink. Bunch of other uncommons. Hermione's Note. Howler. Backfire. There's the lessons. And Clean Sweep 5. This is an uncommon. Twirl. Another uncommon. Denoming the Garden. Look at these little guys. I enjoy it. Just chucking with reckless abandon. So once I get a good set going, I have the other boxes. I have them broken down into sets. Once I get get organized and find some time after the holidays, I'm going to update the Harry Potter TCG scans that I have up there for the tabletop simulator. So if you're watching this, Sherbet Lemon, another password card. Whoo, we got that Fox foil. Look at that. As cool as this card is, I wish we didn't get it because I'm trying to... Yeah, Nick, finding time? Sure. As cool as this card is, I wish we didn't get it because every double that we have out of the set here is one less rare that we're going to end up getting. Like I said, there are, I think, 55 rares for this set. Angelina Johnson, excellent Quidditch player. She is our regular rare. So yeah, I'm looking to update the... it's funny, I was going through the card sheets that I made for Tabletop Simulator, and the rares usually look pretty good because like people scan in the rares and then they try to sell them on eBay, and I was pulling a lot of like high resolution like camera photos from that. Twirl, Clean Sweep 5, and our rare the Burrow. This is a very Weasley focused set, and I'm 100% all right with that. But yeah, it like I like the rare sheets are usually fine, but like the common and uncommon sheets are like 1 year Pojo.com, which is like another place where I was pulling a lot of the scans from. Like they just decided to scan them in poorly 1 year. Like I don't even understand exactly how it worked, but they just like all the cards are like blown out. They all look like you just washed it with white. Invisibility. Oh, this feels thick. We got a foil there. Invisibility section. Rainy day match. And what's our foil? Venomous juice of that dang thing that I couldn't pronounce earlier. They put it on 2 cards. Gryffindor common room is our regular rare. Whew. You want to crack packs at home. That's why you're listening to this. Bunch of commons. Trash commons. Caught. I got another foil here. Caught is our... This is great card art. Who did this card art? Darren Batter. I don't know where you are, Darren, but I like this. Caught is our first uncommon. Lockhart's hair care potions, another uncommon. We already have one of those. Wizard chess is our foil. You may use an action and discard one of your lessons from play to do 2 damage to your opponent. This seems really strong. Seems like you could dump. Wait, this stays on the this stays on the board, so you can just ding them for 6 every turn. Yeah, it seems really good. Flying to Hogwarts. This art is also really good. Although this bird looks gigantic. Like these birds look normal sized, maybe a little bit big, and then this one is like not big enough for the foreground. Like they made it really dark. It just looks like he's under the car. I don't know what happened there. They were going for something, it didn't quite work. I don't know. All right. In between the last booster box opening and this one, I had cut my nails and it is proving a little bit difficult to open packs, but we're persevering. I'm doing it for you. Flu powder. This is a new one. Uncommon. It's a search your deck. You may take a location, show it to your opponent, and put it in your hand. Makes sense because you're traveling by flu. Searching your deck, always super powerful in Magic the Gathering. Probably also in this game, especially because your library is your health. So if you're getting dinged, you're also milling you're getting cards milled, so you want to get what you need to get. Blocked is our other uncommon. And the Nimbus 2001. Look at that smug dingus. Malfoy. Malfoy, by the way, is one of my favorite villains ever. Beater's Bat, bunch of other commons, Leaping Toadstools, Dizziness. I'm scanning for sandwich cards, and then if I find sandwich cards, we'll call them out. Visibility section, again. Swelling Solution. Look at this art. Look at this art. Oh my god. This art is perfect. Freaking eyeballs. Alex Horley did the art here. That is awesome. Harry's second year. Boom. Nailed it. Glad to have that one. That schnoz. Yeah, the eyeballs were great too. We're gonna rewind. We're gonna rewind and appreciate this again. Look at this thing. There's a lot going on there. Yeah, the ultimate weapon, Harry V2. We just like I was so excited about that art that we just glossed over Harry's second year. We can read him out loud because he seems like if they're gonna put their weight, if Magic's the Gathering, if Wizards of the Coast is gonna put their weight behind a card, it would be this one. At the start of the game, if Harry's second year is your starting character, secretly write down the name of her. I love this, by the way. Secretly writing things down. I'm into it. Creature, item, or spell card. If your opponent plays that card, you may reveal what you wrote down. If you do, at the end of that turn, you may shuffle 20 non-healing cards from your deck. Oh my god. He heals you 20. So if you draft this card, like if, because I'm gonna put it in a cube. If you draft this card, use it as your starting. It's a it's a trap card, which is awesome. Yes, you're right. It is a trap card. But then, like, you know, you're playing with 40 cards. You're drawing 7 to begin with, so you're already down to 30. So this is like, well, you're down to like 33. I guess 32 when you draw your first card. So this is like adding a whole new level. Like, you're basically getting a whole new game. Like 20 cards is a big deal, but you have to get that card name right. That seems difficult because it could be anything. It could even be Harry Potter's second year. You knew I would play that card. Yeah, man, I get excited. So like, this is partly why one of my Magic the Gathering cubes is like built off the conspiracy theory block, because like I get excited about cards like that. Earmuffs, checked. Ones that like Memory Charm is the rare. Your opponent chooses one card in his or her hand and discards the rest. At 9, this doesn't seem very good. But I don't know, maybe it is, because there's weird card draw. Maybe it'll combo with something like that. Opponent draws 10 cards and then you hit him with Memory Charm and then your opponent cries. Training program. Yeah, I like cards where you like, where the card isn't necessarily the same every time. You know, like the card is the same, but the way it's used is not the same every time. And a lot of cards that like ask you to name something or draw 10, discard 15. Yeah. We have an ooze. I wish I had the other playmat for this card. My Ghostbusters playmat. Flu Powder. Ron, youngest brother. No one can see him. No one can see. There he is, kind of. There's Ron. But now you can't read it in true Harry Potter fashion. Maybe if I put my finger over it. If you have no cards in your hand, you may use an action to draw 5 cards. Ron seems really good. Just keeps your hand full. Ron's literally invisible. Yeah, this is a piece of tinfoil with some text on it. Fighting the Basilisk is the other rare. We're almost through. I think actually this pack will be through half the box. At least he isn't as scary as the last one. Last one was pretty scary. So even if I pull like 40 rares, I'm still like, I like crunch the numbers. If I'm doing a singleton cube, I think I'm still like, and I put every single card from every single set in there, one of each. I'm still something like 20 cards short. Lockhart's Hair Care, Endless Sandwiches. Is that a reprint? Didn't we crack Endless Sandwiches? Maybe I just love this card and it's always in my mind. Endless Sandwiches is pretty perfect. Play this card only if you have fewer than 7 in your hand. Draw 7 cards. 777. Cost 7. Fewer than 7, draw 7. Crazed Capybara. Look at that guy. When you play this card, draw a card. So it replaces itself. That's like huge in Magic the Gathering. I don't know if it's that big of a deal in Harry Potter. But man, look at that guy. He is crazed. In 2018, let's all strive to have the same amount of energy as Crazed Capybara. Alright. Bunch of commons. Is there anything cool in here? History of Magic homework. Family Ghoul. That guy's actually kind of neat too. Man, the art is so good in some of these. Alright. I see you peeking at that foil. Let's get into it in a second. Swelling Solution again. Maybe one of my favorite cards. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but whatever. Rabbit Slippers again. Impersonating Goyle. Choose a character in play and discard it. Then search your deck, and you may take a character from your deck and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. This seems really good too. The characters are all really powerful, and being able to search out characters, especially like Dobby's Disappearances are regular rare. Especially like if we're searching out, so we have like Ron Youngest Brother fills up your hand. So he seems like useful to search for. Harry Second Year seems really useful to search for because like if you're getting screwed, you can pick them up. But they're also unique cards, and the mechanics of the game, whenever you take damage, you mill that many cards off of your library. So like, you know, and if your library runs out, then you lose. There's no like life points or anything. So potentially you could mill out all your characters because they're unique. You only put one in a deck. So if you're like, oh, I'm gonna wait and drop that Harry Potter like unexpectedly, you might not get the chance to. You might mill off your deck, which makes this game like really interesting. Like how to play it, how comfortable you are with the deck is pretty important. Counter Curse for the, you know, shoot snakes at a person spell. Why would you ever? Seems awful. I wouldn't, not even on my enemies. Magical Mess Remover. Any number of cards in play and discard them. Wow. Oh, your cards in play. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Hermione, Potion Maker. Look at her in all her plastic claymation glory. So we got Harry, Hermione, and Ron out of that deck. Out of this box, which is real good. Ginny Weasley is in this box, and the Weasley twins are in this box too. I'm hoping to get those guys. You think you mean Windex? Yeah. Ferret, Hover Charm, Rose Growth, Catching Apples, Dizziness Draft, Revealer. There's our lessons. Rainy Day Match. Uncommon. Secondhand Robe Shop. These all seem really terrible. Whenever a spell card does damage to a player, it deals one less damage to that player. Like, yours and your opponent. This seems awful. Why would you ever want this? It seems to actively hurt you. And not only that, but like, sometimes your opponent might not even be running that strat. Broken Wand is the rare. Poor Ron. Poor Ron. If your deck isn't direct damage spells. Yeah, but like, it's tough because, so, let's back up. What was that card? Secondhand Shop. So, if your deck isn't second direct damage spells, but it's in Transfiguration, which mostly does, I think, direct damage. That and Charms. So you're kind of like, I don't know, hurting yourself a little bit. It's kind of a weird thing. Plus, like, there's all these kinds of cards that like are built to slow the game. Like, you take one less damage, you take one less damage, and I wonder if, you know, Wizards of the Coast realized that games were ending really fast and they wanted to slow it down. I mean, I don't know. I haven't played enough games of this to really get a feel for that. Pure Blood. This is this password. This is the last password card. And it also does 8 damage. All the password cards do the same. They're just different passwords. Potions Project. Entrancing Enchantments. Search your deck. Take a character. Show it to your opponent. Put it in your hand. Shuffle your deck. Didn't we just, like... Wait, did we pull that same card? I feel like there was, like... Choose a character, play, and discard it. Search your deck, take a character. This is like the same card. Kind of. Kind of. Weird. Maybe part of the reason why they canceled Harry Potter TCG is because they were running out of ideas. I mean, I don't think Wizards of the Coast has ever run out of ideas before. Just gonna table that. Locked in. Oh, we got another foil. Angel's Draft. Our foil is the Mandrake. He is also featured on the packs for Chamber of Secrets. Damage each turn 3, health 1. You may use an action and discard him from play to put a non-healing character card from your discard pile into your hand. Wow. This seems really good. Dragon Poison. There's another double. No whammies. No doubles. Come on. Come on. Trying to build a cube here, booster box. Work with me. Hey, Yoke. Yoka Artiste? Yoke? Oh, God. Don't ask me to read things, please. Please. Oh, God. We aren't doing If You Are an Artiste, and this is normally an artist stream, but today we are cracking some packs before everybody retires for Christmas. Everybody kind of bounces for Christmas. Petrified. This is another double. We got a foil this earlier. The foil was real good, because he had the crazy eyes were like foiled out. Yeah, we're cracking Harry Potter cards. We got this many packs left. I don't know what this many is. 9? 10? Yeah. Did you used to play back in the day? These are real old. Slytherin Steels. They're practically worthless, which is partly why I'm cracking them. And the other reason I'm cracking them is I'm working towards building a cube of Harry Potter cards to play with. Manticore. Keeping Dobby quiet. Reparo. Ooh, look at that foil. Look at that foiling. You know, as terrible as the holographic cards are, the foiling ones are real good. Phoenix Tears. Junk Commons. Potions. Alright. Wattlebird. This is another password card. Windy Day Match. I don't think we pulled that one yet. The Weasley twins. Here they are. They showed up. Thank God. Before each of your turns, if you have an adventure in play, your opponent takes 2 damage. These guys seem real good. Good build around. So like the adventures work. Let's see if we pull one out of this pack. The adventures are pretty neat because like, and working with the Weasley twins is pretty cool because the adventure usually gives you some sort of advantage. I'm trying to see if we pull one out of here. And then the Weasley twins give you advantage on top of that. And then if blocked is our uncommon, match, the rainy day match. Oh, here's an adventure. Here's a rare adventure. Lockhart's Lecture. So, effect. Whenever you use an action to play a spell, your opponent says, brilliant. If your opponent forgets, he takes 3 damage. This is fantastic. I don't know. It might be terrible. It's like one of those things where it's like, you know, those old Magic the Gathering uncards are that like make you do physical challenges and like the gotchas, you know, like those cards. This feels like that, which can either be like tedious or fantastic, depending on what you think. So to solve, your opponent lets you have 4 more actions on your next turn. Holy God! So you could take basically 2 turns in a row, more than 2 turns, like 2.1 turns or whatever. And your opponent's reward is I take 3 damage. So like with the Weasleys in play, like not only are like your opponent, the hell is this card? Yeah, this card is so bizarre. So with the Weasleys in play, you can be like, okay, every time my opponent doesn't say brilliant when I play a spell, they take 3 damage. And then also they take 2 damage at the start of my turn. And then if your opponent lets me have 4 more actions on a turn, then I guess this is basically, this is what Time Walk. This is Time Walk basically, because to play against this card, somebody plays, I'm playing Lockhart's Lecture, and you go take 4 more actions on your next turn, and then you're just done. Usually you can only take 3 actions per turn, and then that person's just going to take 7. It's weird. It's like almost like you're time walking. Almost. It's weird. But that's a weird adventure. That's a weird example for an adventure. But maybe we'll pull a different one right here. I think the adventures are all either uncommon or rare. We got another foil in there. Umbrella Flowers. Forgotten Password. Spider's Exodus. Or just say brilliant a lot. I feel like if I started reacting to, like, if every time anybody said anything I was like brilliant, brilliant, I feel like I would slowly get more and more British as the game went on. Oh, that's bloody brilliant. Like, it would get bad. I apologize for that accent. This stream. Return all creatures in play to their hands. Professor Sprout. So Professor Sprout is really, really great. Each of your plants has 2 more health. So you can kind of like build around, you can build a plant deck with her. Brilliant, mate. Yeah. It starts, the whole room just starts getting more British, which is maybe the point of Harry Potter. So Sprout is really good. She, not for her plant buff, like that's kind of but like she provides Care of Magical Creatures lessons. So you can basically, with Sprout in play, you can build a 2-color deck with a 3rd color for nothing. Like, she will keep you in Care of Magical Creatures. So that's awesome. Okay, we're down to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. All right. I'm gonna take a quick look at what we got here for. So the ones that I would really love to pick up would be, as far as rares go, there's a Draco rare that we haven't opened, and there is Molly Weasley that's not hologrammed because the hologram is terrible. That would be great to pick up. I think that's it as far as like ones that I would like really, really want. We've seen Draco on some cards, but we haven't actually pulled the Draco card yet. So let's hope RNGesus is with us. Secondhand Robe Shop. Windy Day Match. We're repeating a lot of the uncommons at this point, which is a good sign because it probably means we got most of the uncommons. Look at this unique owl, Errol. He's looking a little raggedy. Looking like he had a rough day. Plant buff, flowers. Yeah, brilliant. Deboning. All right. Whoa. I'm knocking stuff down. Get out of here, Pax. Blocked Barrier. It's platform 9 3/4. Keeping Dobby quiet, which we pulled before. Potions test, which we have not pulled before. We're down to the last 3. Let's hope Draco is in these. I feel him. I feel his snobby, evil presence. I'm down to the last 3, Kate. Hermione's note, potions homework, blah, blah, blah. Caught. There it is again. Part of the reason why this... Man, I'm actually... So I'm working on a book right now that has kind of a similar color scheme with the green and red kind of thing going on here. We did a whole thing on complementary colors. You got complementary colors happening in this piece, which is partly why it looks so good. Angel's Draft in the spider lair. This was not something that I expected to happen. So here's another adventure. Before each of your turns, you may show your opponent any number of creature cards in your hand. Your opponent takes that much damage. To solve, your opponent takes 10 damage. This is brutal with the Weasleys. So, like, you would enter a phase where you would just sit there and the potions test, you dings them for a ton. Your opponent takes damage until he or she discards a total of 3 lessons. Yeah. These are brutal cards. The difference between Potion Test and Spider's Lair is that Weasley's can be in play in your opening. You get 1 character in play immediately. So, and then the Spider Lair you can play on turn 1. Like, you use 2 actions to play an adventure. So, like, you could just drop that and your opponent basically just has to take 10. Otherwise, if they let that sit on the board, they're in for a world of hurt. It's kind of amazing. Opponent's reward, if you have any cards in your hand, you choose one of them and discard it. Like, it's such a minor reward. You know, I will happily discard 1 lesson. Like, who cares? Alright, last 2 packs. Here we go. Here we go. Junk Commons. Heart of the Cards. Draco Malfoy. We're going to pull him out of this pack. I can feel it. Ron, youngest brother. Almost. I got real excited when I saw it was a character. I'll take Ron, youngest brother. Alright, last pack. This is the last pack of all the Harry Potter boxes that I bought as well, so here it is. Last one. I want to get some base card sets in the future, but going forward, we're going to start doing some more video game stuff and move away from cracking packs on the weekends. I feel like you guys have been troopers, toughing out a lot of pack cracking videos. I appreciate that. Through the Flu, this was definitely one that we did not open. Wow. So maybe there are some uncommons that we just did not pull out of this set as well. I'm going to have to fill in some holes. And the Fat Friar is our last one. 2 character cards at the end. No Draco Malfoy, unfortunately. Once per game, you may draw 2 cards, then do 2 damage to your opponent, then put up to 2 non-healing cards from your discard pile into the bottom of your deck in any order. This guy seems real good. Not a good starter card, but a good card. So anyway, there we go. We got a nice stack. We got a nice stack going. I'm gonna be away if you're a regular stream viewer. I'm gonna be away for Christmas, but I'll be back. The book that I'm working on is like I've caught up to it and it's properly spaced out so that I should be able to stream semi-regularly during the week. So we're gonna be doing those 2 Brent Schoonover pieces that we flatted yesterday, the Batman piece, and I'll be back again someday. The Batman piece and the Mr. Miracle piece, we're going to do those because those are commissioned, so we will definitely do those up front. So I'm hoping to get them knocked out when we come back from Christmas. Maybe one of them by New Year's, maybe both of them by New Year's. We'll see how it goes. And then I'm looking to start a new game with you guys. Maybe we'll do a couple games of Harry Potter. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. At any rate, I will catch you sometime soon, and I'm gonna sort through these cards, and hopefully we get close to a decent amount of full set. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked these pack openings, definitely let me know. Leave a comment if you're on YouTube. Let me know if you want me to crack more packs. I will happily do so. Thanks. Later, guys.